Everything I'm going to share with you is my personal experience, and I hope that you learn one or two things from it. So, hey lovelies, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Faith Ojane. Without saying so much, guys, let's get straight into it. I want to talk about my lessons learned since I've been in the UK for 4 years, with the hope that this will really help someone out there. I heard a lot of stories of the struggles we Africans who migrated to the UK go through, and I've had my own fair share of the struggles. And here are all the lessons I've learned since I've been living in the UK for the past 4 years. Number one, being open-minded. When I moved to the UK, I was not open-minded at all, and that made me to struggle so much because I had so much expectation. I expected things to be so easy, so rosy. I expected to get a job immediately I applied for it. I expected everybody to be so nice, so real, so genuine. I expected here to be less stressful in general, and that really messed up with my mental health because the expectation I had was too much, and what I got was totally the opposite of my expectations. The second thing I've learned is knowing that not all advice are good advice. I believe everybody knows this. When I came to the UK, I always felt that my own people would give me good advice, solid advice. Any person that is from Africa or Nigeria tells me to do, I always see it as solid. But guy, no, just because you guys are from the same country does not mean it's good advice. Take every single advice with a pinch of salt and do your own research. I heard a story of one woman that came to the UK on a student visa with her husband, and immediately she got here, she started having kids because she was told once you have kids in the UK, the government give you a house and sort of support you, put you on a child benefits and all of that crap. I'm like, please do not listen to everyone's advice. Take it with a pinch of salt and do what works for you and your family. Everyone's situation is not the same. Just because they did something and it worked out for them does not mean if you do the same thing, it's going to work out for you. When I was new in the UK, I was told that you can't get a proper professional job because you're an immigrant. Your experience does not matter here in the UK. Focus on getting menial jobs. That's where you're likely to get employed. I mean, if I hadn't listened to all the stupid advice, I would have gone far in my career path by now. Gladly, I'm here. I'm working with the civil service and my career is going so well so far. I recently obtained a level 3 certificate in human resources and I have my CIPD membership. I am a full member with the Chartered Institution of Personal Development, and I'm trying to prepare myself for career in human resources. This is something I've always wanted to do, and I've been trying to either switch within my current organization or within the civil service. I'm preparing myself not just by getting my certificate and being a member. I'm also reading a lot about the job. Like, I'm doing so many research, reading, keeping myself updated with policies and all of that, so that when opportunity comes, I will always get it. Every single time I've gone for an interview, I've always gotten the job. That's because I'm always preparing way ahead before even the interview opportunity comes, and I'm happy to be part of a professional body as well. Number 3 is I know a lot of people are trying to integrate super badly into the UK, but the truth is UK can never feel like home. UK is not home. It will never be home. It will never be like your country. UK can never be Nigeria. Let's take that in, because a lot of people trying to integrate. Oh, I want to integrate into society. I want, like, stop trying. Stop trying. I did that. I tried so hard. Like, at the point, like, you know what? Give up, Faith. Give up. You can never integrate here. You're not British. You can never be British. Just focus on your hustle. Focus on your family. Focus on just, getting the moolah, getting the money. If you want to invest back home, do that. Anything you just want to do, just focus on it, because you can try, but man, this is my personal opinion, okay? So everybody might feel differently about this. But hey, I'm just talking from my own personal experience. If you relate with me, leave a comment down below. And before I go further, please give this video a thumbs up if you have not, so that more people can see it. You need to be resilient. I mean, if you are living in the UK, you need to be very tough. Like living in another country that is not your home country can be very, very challenging, and the only thing that will get you through it is being resilient. Do not give up. Whatever the struggle you're going through, just know that it's temporarily. I feel like when you jackpot, there are phases. The first phase, oh wow, I'm here, and the second phase, like, okay, now I need the job. And the third phase, when it hits you, then the final phase is when you're ready. Okay, yeah, we're getting a hang of things are getting better now. That is the stage I am right now, so I can confidently tell you guys that you will settle in with time. Things are going to get easier. You're going to feel a lot comfortable. So just keep being resilient and do not give up. Another lesson for me is strategy. I feel like living in another country, you have to be strategic. What you want to achieve, you need to plan. Planning is very important, and I'll tell you that the first 2 years in the UK, I didn't really plan, and it ruined so many things for me and my family. Like when we came to the UK, we were living in London. A lot of people were like, oh, London is so expensive, you guys should leave, guys should get out, blah blah blah. We decided to move to countryside, which is a terrible advice. We shouldn't have even listened to anyone. I mean, I know a lot of people say London is expensive, we can't do. At the end of the day, anywhere you are in that you find comfort, it meets whatever it is you want, go for it. The job market is very, very large. Like, you will get a job and you get paid more for London rates. At the end of the day, you can still be in London and save and do whatever you want to do. You can still be in the countryside, but at the end of the day, ask yourself what works for you. For me, then, I feel like moving out of London was the wrong strategy. Like, we didn't plan it properly. If we hadn't moved, things would have been a lot better. All I'm saying is be strategic about your plans, what you want to achieve. Whatever it is you want to do, start saving towards it. Do not just put your money in just a savings account. For me personally, I use Barclays Blue. It comes with an interest rate, and I also use Monzo. It was like was a savings where you put your money for like a year, 6 months, and you get interest. The interest is not that great, okay, but I mean, it's something than just keeping your money there. And the fact that it helps me not to touch my money no matter what I'm going through. I don't have access to it. I think Barclays is like 5% interest rates depending on the savings you're going for. And maybe you want to buy your house, you start your lifetime ISA. You can even set a direct debit. If it's £100, £200, £500 you want to be saving every month towards your buying a house, you can do it. I'm looking for the best place with the highest interest rates to put my money so I can make him profit. I don't want to keep my money in savings account. Okay, so yeah, strategy, career development. So one thing is that most people get stuck in a career they never like, and they keep just whining about it and do nothing about it. So why are you whining when you can do something about it? One thing I know about career that, like, living in the UK for 4 years has taught me is that working 9 to 5 is not fun. So imagine working 9 to 5 and still doing a job you don't like. Find your strengths, like find where you want to work. But again, this is my personal opinion. Some people don't care about whether they like the job or not. As long as the job give them money and pay the bills, that's fine. But me, I mean, the only way I can really do something for so long is I have to have a tiny little bit of like for that thing, because I mean, I get really frustrated easily. But anyway, for career development, do not limit yourself to a certain kind of job because they said you're an immigrant, you can't do. Cast your net wide open. Apply for all the jobs, go for interview, test your skills, test your capacity. Like, I'm not just applying for a job when you don't have the skill. Please develop yourself. Me, the easiest way I find developing myself, aside from taking courses, like before I decided to take this HR course, me to get the opportunity to, start my career in HR, I require CIPD or experience, but I don't have experience. And most of the job always say you have to have CIPD qualification. You have to be CIPD member. So I felt like that one is really necessary. But if I thought that, okay, I don't really require some certification, I would just keep I will just be reading online. You don't really need to have certain certification or qualification to apply for certain jobs. Some jobs will train you, and you even have opportunity for you to get that extra qualification if required. So if you can't afford to take those certification, you can try apprenticeship, other ways to get started, and you can try applying. And if you do research, you read a lot about a certain career path you want to go through, you might, have so much information to scale through your interview. Read a lot, do so much research. Reading will help you, trust me. The last and final one, which I think I'm always emphasizing on, is prioritize your health. I know, like, we want to make money. One thing I felt affected my mental health so badly was I didn't prioritize my mental health, and I was pushing myself too much. I was pushing myself too hard. I want to achieve so many things at a limited time frame and giving myself unrealistic goal to achieve, which really destroyed my mental health. Even before I moved to the UK, my mental health wasn't a great one. Okay, I've not said this on YouTube. I was recently diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, and I'm undergoing therapy and medication at the moment. Alongside it comes with anxiety, depression, and which I'm like working on. I know I have this underlying issue, but I keep pushing myself, keep pressuring myself, and it's escalated to the point where my days are sad days. I wake up days and crying, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like so much weight on me, so much burden. It's one of the reasons I stopped this jackpot content, because it was just too much. I feel so tired all the time. I really needed that help. But anyway, thank God to my husband who really pushed for me to get the help that I needed. And now I'm just focusing on my mental health. I was ashamed to talk about it, that I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder on social media, because coming from Nigeria, we know the stigma that comes with mental health. They think you're crazy, or they feel like it's not an illness, it's just something that you can get out of. I have a trauma that I've not really healed from, and I'm here, and I need to own up to it. I'm not ashamed to tell anyone I'm suffering from PTSD. I mean, I know how it affects me, my work, my family, and my friends and people around me. Because of my trauma, I really don't trust people. I don't have so much friends. I have very few people I trust, and every other person I see them as a danger to myself. But hey, we're trying to heal, okay? We're trying to heal and move on. And I had to be on medication because my therapy and my GP insists I go on medication. And it's day one of taking medication. I started today and I feel like crap. I feel restless, I can't sleep, I can't rest, I feel nauseous, I feel like crap, honestly. I feel like crap. Medication was crazy. Like, the medication really made me way worse. For 3 weeks I felt crappy. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but if ever been on medication or for PTSD, you know how the side effects is crazy. Hey, I'm just saying, prioritize your health. Health is wealth. Trust me, I would give anything for a stable and happy, healthy life. I don't care about money. I mean, money is good, but you have to be healthy to enjoy that money. So yeah, one thing I've learned in this UK is the UK can really mess up with your mental health. Like, it can go from 0 to 100. So you need to start finding how to make yourself happy, be around people who are genuine, who cares about you. You need to connect with like-minded people, like people that makes your mental health feels alive. And yeah, that is everything I have to say. I mean, I feel like a motivational speaker today, but hopefully we'll start getting more juicier content. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. We have come to the end of this video. It is a great pleasure for you who have watched this video to the end. Thank you so much for watching till this end. I love you guys.